Romeo, what was it about Indiana that led you to go to the Hoosiers?
What do you feel like you'd be a good fit at IU?
Yeah, I feel like it's a good fit.
You talked a lot about evaluating different coaches through the process. What was it maybe in watching Archie Miller coach his team, interact with his players that really stood out?
I mean, he didn't have the best team as he did last year in his first year. I feel like he got the best out of them. Got him a big game down the defense. It's good to start.
When did you know that you were going to go to IU? How hard did you ever think about the decision? What made you finally reach that decision and you knew IU was the spot?
I knew my time. I had to make a decision sooner or later, and I just thought of everything during practice. It's a place, and I feel like that was the best fit.
Once you made that decision, how did you feel once you knew where you were going to go?
I felt good.
What are you most looking forward to playing for Archie Miller? What was it like when you told him that you were coming? Have you talked to him yet? How do you expect that phone call?
And what swayed it for you? You know what Indiana means, basketball means to this city. What it means to put on that jersey as a Mr. Basketball for the city, and then go. He's only been there for 3 years. How was he able to kind of get on your radar so much?
Romeo, Archie Miller came in late, the Indiana coach. How tough was it for him to catch up when all these other people have been recruiting you for 4 years?
It wasn't tough at all. He did a good job by all of us. It's just, like I said, like his words come from his words, so put him there so that he can be a good coach and develop any players that he needs to skill up.
How important is it for you to stay in the state of Indiana and play basketball in the state of Indiana for college?
It wasn't that important. I really didn't like do too much of it. I think it's just like that. But I know it's a real big deal.
How tough was it to tell Vanderbilt and Kansas you weren't coming?
It wasn't tough at all. Both of those schools are similar. Some that are going to support me no matter what it is.
How about your friend Darius Garland?
He's my friend. He supported me all the way. He's more than just basketball.
With as much as you put into studying all these teams, what do you look forward to next year with what IU has coming in besides yourself and what they have coming back?
I'm just looking forward to get there in the summer and get some work. I feel like that's the base season.
Romeo, the simple question, why IU?
Why? Just feel like that was the place for me. Right fit, on and off the court.
Romeo, when did you?
I really did do it. I had to convince myself. I just use the stuff that they told me. Use all the stuff all the coaches told me. I just put them in perspective and chose the best one.
Your dad said it was important to make the decision here as kind of a thank you to the fans who've been so supportive. How many of these fans are going to carry with you until Indiana clear and see them pack Assembly Hall? What's it going to mean to you?
It's going to be a lot. I know it's going to have everything, all my fans there from us, and not just the Romeo fans, and just Indiana fans. So it's going to mean a lot to me just being able to play for them.
You've won a state title, you've won Mr. Basketball. What's your goal at the college level?
We've won national championship.
When did you make up your mind for sure that you were going to be an Indiana Hoosier?
Sometime last week.
Last week? How tough was that? Was that had you been? Were they all 1, 2, 3? Was it that easy, or did Indiana? Was that they far that up in front?
It wasn't easy. I mean, it was easy. I thought earlier.
How glad are you the fact that no one has to ask you where you're going to go anymore?
I'm glad.
Is this having this over, having this decision out there, is it more of a relief for you at this point?
Yeah, it's more of a relief. Everybody knows what's going on. That's less question I got to be asked.
You were at Assembly Hall last year for Hoosier Hysteria, and they embraced you and loved you. How forward are you looking to going to see having those 17,000 people every night when you play?
Repeat that.
You've been up there for Hoosier Hysteria, so you know how much they've embraced you. And here in New Albany they did as well, but you're going to have 17,000 just loving you every night. How forward are you looking to that?
I'm looking forward to it. Just be like playing back in New Albany.
What were the big things that made Indiana the place for you as far as Miller himself and Shirley that you talked about? What were the big things?
Exactly those two. Coach Miller, his development, his resume, the people he's developed since he's been in UCLA, his sport course, I couldn't get that anymore.
Was there a moment, you said last week sometime, do you remember that moment when you said, all right, this is it, I've got it locked in? Where were you?
Were you really debating them all in your mind at that point?
Yeah, I know how to make a decision. I just trying to tell myself, I felt like this was going to be best for all.
How were you able to keep it a secret to you? Because usually something leaks. You didn't tell anybody except your dad or anybody?
No, I was on this for a while. I didn't tell my parents. Parents were coming 2, 3 days. 4 days ago.
Why did you want to wait so long to make this decision when the last player was coming?
I didn't want to get
Did Coach Miller change things for Indiana?
I can't say. I didn't like
Did Coach Miller know? Did you tell him? So he's watching this.
He texted you?
I don't know.
You're a quiet, unassuming kind of kid. What do you think of this whole evening?
Romeo, what's ultimately going to be your decision to play at the next level after college? Is it going to be how you produce at IU this coming year, or I know you're like one of the fifth best players to go next year in the draft. How you going to look at that?
Just gotta wait to see how next year how the season goes. At the end of the season, sit down, talk to my family, get feedback from people, and just see where it takes me.
Are you going into college with the open mind of possibly playing 2 or 3 years?
I'm going in there, going to college, play the best I can, and see where it takes me.
What do you feel? What do you feel are your 2 or 3 best skills that will impact your college team next year?
I think the main one is just my ability to make everybody on the floor better. Ability for me to score and draw defense, and get my other team a couple of shots, and my ability to play defense. I feel like I got all the pieces, and any other guy has all the pieces to come in and good team.
How do you backboard your game translated to that next level?
Kind of support you guys, thousands of fans, a lot of them wearing IU colors, and it's just how special is that to share this with you?
When you told your family, what was their, did they give you some feedback? What was their reaction?
My dad gave me some feedback. They like my decision. They said that that's the reason why. They just wanted to use that outside.
When did you know IU was a state champion? Really? It was up
up until last week. What was the last thing that kind of swayed it?
What kind of a backcourt do you think you guys will have? You, Finney, Delonte, backcourt.
I think one of the best just the leadership we have, the older guys, the young guys coming in. We just got a lot of different weapons that we put together.
You think will you be there in June with the rest of the guys coming in early?
Yes, sir.
After the Indiana High School All-Star game?
Yes, sir.
Can you, on the lighter side, it's been known that you don't have a driver's license. How old are you exactly? 17 or 18?
18.
But you only have your learner's permit?
Yeah, we got that.
Why is that? Tell us that story.
Just really haven't had time to go drive. And it's funny, my mom just told me before we got here that she gotta get me a drive before I get to go to college. So that's one of her goals before I leave.
Is that kind of odd though? I mean, to not have your driver's license, and most every kid in here does. It's a
I get to go, but get around town just as well as they do. My mom drives me. My friends do. So I really wasn't no need for me to drive.
Romeo, your dad said that that you gave him, when you made your decision, he wanted you to give him 10 reasons why you wanted to pick that school. I don't know if you can recall all 10, but I mean, whether you can or not, I mean, what were the biggest ones that stood out to you when you were specifying those and spelling it out to your dad?
Really was Coach Miller's development and how he gets his players ready up for big games. And then the main one was Coach Schilling, his individual development, his resume with great players he sent to the NBA while I was in UCLA. Those are the two main.
Can you remember the first time that this media attention got to you, where you were like, man, this is